Hey everyone, welcome back to Cracking the GRE Math Subject Test. We're on Calculus 1. This is question number 15. So here we're given a function, e to the x arc cosine x over cosine x, and we're asked to find the slope of the line tangent to the graph of f at its y-intercept. Well, that's just another way of asking the derivative at 0. What is the derivative at 0? Because slope of the tangent line, that's the derivative, and the y-intercept, that's when x equals 0. So they're actually asking us to find f prime of 0. So f prime of 0. Okay, well, so we have to differentiate f. And so the derivative of f, we're going to use the quotient rule and also the product rule to differentiate the numerator. So remember that the quotient rule says to take low d high minus high d low, square the denominator, and away we go. So low, that's the denominator, so it's cosine x. D high is going to be the derivative of the numerator. So we're going to use the product rule here to find the derivative of the numerator. So the derivative of e to the x is e to the x times the derivative times arc cosine x plus e to the x times the derivative of arc cosine x, which is negative 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. Okay, so we got low d high minus high, that's just e to the x, arc cosine x, d low, so that's going to be negative sine x, so negative times negative is a positive, and then sine x. Square the denominator, that gives us cosine squared x. Alright, so now we just have to evaluate this at 0. Well, cosine of 0, that's going to be 1. And then e to the 0 is 1, and arc cosine of 0, well, which angle gives us a cosine of 0? That's going to be pi over 2. Plus e to the 0 is 1, and then you have a negative 1 over the square root of 1 minus 0. That's just 1, so we have pi over 2 minus 1. Plus, now e to the x arc cosine x sine x. Well, sine of 0 is 0, so that whole thing is going to just be 0. And then cosine of x, cosine of 0 is 1, squared is also 1. So this whole thing just simplifies to pi over 2 minus 1, which is answer C.